Hey, beautiful family and friends, fellow saints in the Lord, servants. I was telling you this morning that I've got that I was inspired to share my reading with you. So I thought that I'd do that right now. So read along with me. All right, maybe I should set this aside. I'm sorry, I hope I haven't ruined your dinner. Let's see. How can I do this? Okay. So I'm just going to stand up. All right, ready? This is Genesis 49. So I'm almost done with Genesis. Well, actually, I finished Genesis this morning, but wanted to share. This is Jacob. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power, unstable as water. Thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch. Yee. Well, let's see what happened. So let's go to chapter 35:22. Chapter 35:22. And it came to pass, when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, or is that how you say it? Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. Oh my goodness, that's not a good thing. Oh, Reuben. Okay. Now verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Mine honor be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they digged down a wall. Let's go to chapter 29:33. 29, let's see where that leads us. 29, getting some history here. $29.33. I don't know what that's all about. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why that would mean. And she conceived again and bare a son, because the Lord hath heard that I was hated. Wait a minute. Did I... Oh, because they're brethren. Okay. So where... Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath. I was wondering if it was when their sister Dinah had been molested by that man. Who was that? Remember that? can find it right now. I don't want to. I thought that that's where it was. Okay. Sorry if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. It was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. So that's about Simeon and Levi. They're going to get divided. Judah. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and until to him shall the gathering of the people be. Amen. You see where this is going? Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. I mean, this is what Jacob is telling his sons just before he dies. He's talking about Jesus. Jesus comes from Judah. Okay, ready? Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven for ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon. Issachar is a strong ass, couching down between two burdens. And he saw the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. So that was about Issachar. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. I wonder, is Asher like a baker? Naphtali is a hind let loose, he giveth goodly words. Joseph is a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by a well, whose branches run over the wall. The archers are sorely grieved, and shot at him and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Even by the God of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee, with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breasts of the womb and of the womb. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey. and at night he shall divide the spoil. And then after Jacob dies. But take a look at this. Last days, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. And like right now, we're all wondering. Actually, we're not even wondering. We know we're in the last days, right? So I got this. Everybody always uses like Strong's concordance. And I bought this from a flea market. It was only $2.99. It's old. I don't know how old it is. I just bought it like last year or something. So I'm getting used to it. But you look at it, you look it up like a dictionary. So this first part is you look up the word. And so I looked up last. And so you look it up last. So I have it already sort of marked, but where's last? Let me find it for you. Okay, last. Here it is. Can you see it? Last. Genesis 49:1. Shall befall you in the last days. And you go to number 319. Okay? So because it's in the Old Testament, you go to the Hebrew section of the concordance. Let me put you down. So the Hebrew concordance is here. It says Hebrew and Chaldee or Chaldee dictionary, I'm not sure. And so I look up number 319 last. I had to make sure that I took that note because I would not remember. So the number is, let's see, they're numerical order. And it's, okay, 319. Here we go. And I do not know how to read Hebrew, but that's the Hebrew word. And that's how you spell it with the Hebrew letters. And maybe we can say Akararith. Akararith from 810. Maybe we can look that up. The last or end, hence the future. So not necessarily the day after he dies, and not necessarily when they die. Also, posterity, last, latter, end, time, hinder, utter, most, length, posterity, remnant, residue, reward. Let's check out, what is that? 310. Let's see what 310 might say. Just to see. Okay. It's kind of close here. I don't know what it says, but Akar, hind part, uses an adjective or conjunction after, away, from, back, behind, beside, by, follow, after, for as much, hereafter, hinder, live and persecute, posterity, pursuing remnant, seeing, since, thence, when, with. But the biggest thing was 319, last or end, time, end time. And you know, it was the first mention I saw that in this here. Have you heard about that? The law of first mention. I shall befall you in the last days. The first time that the word last, of this kind of last, because the meaning for this last right here, but he shall overcome at the last, is a different meaning. We could look that up if you want. Would you like to look that one up? 61:19. Okay, this is going to take a while. Okay, let me put you down, okay? 61:19. 61:19. 61:19. 61. 61:19. I wasn't planning on this, but I just wanted to compare the two different words for last. 61:19. 61:19. 61:19. I just want to remember it, okay? Okay, 61:19. What an exercise, huh? 61:19. Let's see. Let me see. 60. Okay, so there's 61:19. Heel. Hence a track or rear of an army. Heel. Horse. Hoof. Last. Liar in wait. By mistake. For footstep. Okay, so this is kind of like a... Yeah, this is like... I wouldn't know how to... Like a noun, an adjective for a noun, right? And the other one is for last days. All right. Thanks for... I hope that was educational. It definitely was educational for me. And I think that the Lord has said to me, He's known from the beginning what's going to be happening, and He's using these people and their children to make it come about. And you and I are witnessing it. So I wonder, I mean, I don't know if I don't think I'm called to go and find out, what is Zebulun doing, I mean, we know about Judah because we know that Jesus came from Judah. But like Naphtali, what does Naphtali, the people of Naphtali, what do they do? And Asher, does he, is he a restaurateur, or does he like to make cookies? I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, what do they do? And Zebulun, are his children, is his tribes, are they the shipbuilders? How about, Issachar, the, hard workers? I don't know. These tribes. Dan, I don't know. Dan sounds like a not too of a nice guy, Gotta watch out for that tribe possibly. And Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. I wonder if they are going to be I don't know. I don't know how to imagine this. But thought I'd share, because it just, the Lord is good, and he brought it up for some reason, and he does that on purpose. So anyway, so you like my stickers on my computer? Let's see. Make sure you brush your teeth. Don't forget to brush. And make sure you vote. All right, and there's the my favorite radio station. All right, love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Be well. Encourage one another. Pray for one another. And keep looking up, because Jesus is coming very, very soon. All right, love you guys.